Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 21 of Feel Good Songs for Spring. It's April, 30 days of April. We're picking our favorite 30 songs that make us feel good as the coming months of spring are happening. Warmer weather, sunshine, green grass, flowers in the ground, buds on the tree, birds are singing, all that kind of stuff. Maybe the songs lyrically have something to do with springtime. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just make us feel good as the weather gets warmer. Music we like to listen to outside when we're doing stuff outside of our house, right? I know a lot of us have been cooped up in our houses for what seems like an eternity. So, all sorts of different songs choosing this month today on day 21. Going to go into kind of like yacht rock Ville. All right, this is a an artist who is normally associated with this thing called yacht rock, which is kind of basically like easy listening pop music, that you listen to out on the boat or something like that. I don't know. I don't know who invented the whole yacht rock thing, but I'm not an enormous fan of this guy. However, I really like his debut album quite a bit, and particularly one song, which is probably the most rockin' song in his entire discography. The song is from 1979. The song is Ride Like the Wind from Christopher Cross, self-titled. Yes, some of you may be saying, yuck, Christopher Cross. Well, he's got some songs that are definitely, yuck. But Ride Like the Wind, I always loved a lot. And again, it's another kind of, it's kind of rocking. Again, it's not a heavy song, but it's kind of rocking. It's just got a great chorus. It's kind of a dramatic sort of song, but very, very hook laden, very catchy. It is the night, my body's weak. I'm on the run, no time to sleep. I've got to ride like the wind, to be free again. And I've got such a long way to go. Of course, you got Michael McDonald on the background vocals. Such a long way to go. To make it to the border of Mexico. So I'll ride like the wind. Da 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 da. Right? I was born the son of a lawless man. I've always spoke my mind with a gun in my hand. Lived 9 lives, gun down 10. Gonna ride like the wind. And I've got such a long way to go. Such a long way to go to make it to the border of Mexico. So I'll ride like the wind, ride like the wind. Accused and tried and told to hang. I was nowhere in sight when the church bells rang. Never was the kind to do as I was told. Gonna ride like the wind before I get old. It is the night. My body's weak. I'm on the run. No time to sleep. I've got to ride like the wind to be free again. And I've got such a long way to go. Sing it. To make it to the border of Mexico. So I'll ride like the wind, ride like the wind. And I've got a long way to go, such a long way to go to make it to the border of Mexico. So I'll ride like the wind, gonna ride like the wind, ride. In comes a guitar solo. And let me tell you something. I like the song quite a bit, but man, when they get to that guitar solo, and it's just a shame that like Christopher Cross really doesn't do much guitar at all on any of his albums, but he kills it on the solo on this particular song. Just absolutely kill. It's just such a great solo. And if you saw Rick Beato did a whole video on the guitar solo to this song like maybe a month or so ago, and he talks about how if you listen to the original recording, the level of the solo is so low, and he did some kind of stuff where he kind of turned everything else down and turned the guitar solo up, and you do that, you really realize just how amazing the solo is. It's really, really good. And it just is a perfect kind of like outro to this really kicking song, which has, great percussion, great vocal layers, and just the whole instrumentation of it. It's just a really good song. And I just love hearing this song. It's like, this is like open up the moonroof in the car and just crank it up or listen to it outside and play it over and over and over again. And, there's other good songs on here, but that is, for me, is like when it comes to Christopher Cross, that's like without a doubt his best song ever. So there you have it. Ride Like the Wind from Christopher Cross, self-titled, 1979. Let us know what you think of this song in the comments below, as well as your pick for day 21 here on feel-good albums for spring. Tune in tomorrow morning for another one. And also, make sure you visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time, and all together all the damn time. Down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, the link to the Sea of Tranquility merch site for all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility shirts and hoodies and hats and caps and coffee mugs and stickers and all that kind of stuff. And, of course, Sea of Tranquility, the webzine. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you tonight on the Monsters Den. We're going to be taking a look at our favorite films, favorite horror and sci-fi films released in 1976. That's coming up tonight. We've got Martin Popoff and I at the Funhouse tomorrow morning. So tomorrow's topic, a lot of people loved what we did last week. We had a ton of people watching that video where we talked about our 10 favorite bands of all time. Well, Martin and I have decided to do that once again with a twist. So if the world ended in 1979, who would have been our favorite bands in 1979? So what we did last week was we've taken a look at our favorite bands from, when we first started listening to music in the 70s all the way to today, and what are our 10 favorites from that entire period. Well, we're going back with the mindset that in 1979, if everything stopped and everything ended, what would have been our 10 favorite bands at that time with no 80s, 90s, and 2000s ever happening? So probably a little bit different, right? So tune in tomorrow to find out exactly what our 10 favorites, when the world ends in 1979, what our 10 favorite bands would have been. So that's happening tomorrow morning. We've got the UK Connection, Stephen Reed, Simon Bray, and myself coming back at you once again. We're going to be looking at some of our favorite concert memories from 1988, 89, 1990. And then Sunday, we've got album homework assignment, Chris Canzaneri from the Hudson Valley Squares in the Guitarist Corner, alongside Jack Toledano from All or Nada. According to Jack, those two have given each other their homework assignments. They're going to talk about it on Sunday, what they liked, what they didn't like about it. So all that and more happening here on the channel. Plus, we've got George Lemie, Andy Edwards, and myself are going to be ranking our 10 favorite Miles Davis albums from his period 1965 to 1975, which is basically the Fusion era, the beginning of the Fusion era and the Funk era. So that's happening also this weekend. So lots going on here on Sea Tranquility. So please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of this. And we'll see you later on in the Monsters Den. Take care. Bye-bye.